we're going to use AI today to collect the most searched questions on the internet associated with the royal family. Why does the royal family still exist?
Because we tried republicanism and found it wanting. Um, and we, like any sensible nation, decided to go back to having a king. That's flippant as it is. That's basically the answer. We had from 1649 until 1658, well, until 1660, actually, we had a Commonwealth. After the execution, I should say the murder of St. Charles the Martyr, King Charles I, by the ghastly Cromwell, Cromwell reigned as Lord Protector, and indeed was later known as His Highness, and had a form of coronation and wore robes and became a king in all but name, because he recognized that there was something in the English soul, and Cromwell was infuriated by this while then taking advantage of it.
Right?
Something in the English psyche that wanted to be ruled by a quasi-monarchical figure, because it's probably rather easier to accept rule by a quasi-monarchical figure than it is ruled by just some bloke.
Right.
And then when Cromwell died in 1658, his son Richard became Lord Protector. So,
Sounds like a succession. Sounds like a.
Yep. But many monarchists would say that actually we have had a monarchy for that whole period. He just happened not to be in the country ruling. Right. That in 1649, and indeed this is true in a technical sense as well as in a romantic sense. As soon as King Charles I was murdered on the 30th of January 1649, King Charles II became king. The fact that he was exiled in France and didn't take up the reins of power until 1660 is, in a sense, irrelevant. He was king. He was king in exile, but he was king nonetheless.
Wow.
It just happened that we were ruled by regicides. And so, yeah, why do we still have it? Because I think the memory of that war, the War of the Three Kingdoms, the English Civil War, is particularly strong. It was striking to me at the time of the Brexit referendum in 2016 how often comparisons were drawn and how often people harked back to, and it is true, I think. You ask any relatively well-educated Englishman or woman, which side would you have fought on at Naseby? They can give you an almost instantaneous answer, and they can probably reason it why. So you're a Roundhead, you're a parliamentarian, or you're a Cavalier, you're a royalist. And I think this, during the Brexit campaign, was something that was referred to a great deal. And so the folk memory of that, even though, of course, it's now 350 years ago, 375 years ago, is extremely strong. And so any Republican movement, which probably tracks at about 20 to 30% popularity with the nation, I think will struggle to break through that. Not least because we look at other countries and think, why on earth would you want to elect your head of state as well as your head of government? Why have more politicians? If anything, we should have fewer politicians. So I think there's a very strong feeling here that actually this works for us. That the institution needs to evolve with time, but predominantly most people are happy with it.